Good morning, everyone. It's Paul McLaughlin here, and thanks for showing interest in my masterclass for losing weight. So yeah, just to start off, just a little bit about myself. My name is Paul McLaughlin. I have an MMA gym in Belfast. I'm a head coach there. I'm also the MMA promoter for Clan Wars MMA. Um, we've been running the gym now for probably over 15 years. I've been a Clan Wars promoter and MMA promoter for over 10 years. And over that time, I've helped over hundreds, if not thousands of people, lose weight, smash their goals, and, ch change their lives. It's something that we know a lot about. The proof's in the pudding. We've done it. We've been there, and probably want to share that with you free today. So hopefully you get something out of this, and hopefully it helps. So yeah, so say the masterclass. It's. I've used the word secret. Okay, it's not a secret. It's just simple, plain and simple use of calorie counting, the use of eating the right foods, getting yourself active again. Okay, so we've put here masterclass for men and women that want to lose weight so they can be fit, strong, and healthy. The secret to helping busy men and women lose weight between 15 and 20 pounds in 2024, what we have found is through martial arts. Okay, and there can be many ways to do it. This is just something I have experience in, something that has worked for us, and what I want to share with you. And as well as that, I put at the bottom, without giving up takeaways, with family or cheeky weekend bottle of wine or whatever it is. So it's about being sustainable, but being also realistic. Okay, and we're going to go through how we can do that later on as well. But it's not just a really strict diet. Okay, so the goal of this masterclass is to give you action steps which you can implement straight away, so you can lose weight and keep that weight off for good. So again, this is not something that's just like a one pill, quick fix for 8 weeks. This is a lifestyle change that will work for you. It'll keep you fit, keep you active, keep you healthy, keep you mentally strong as well, and you'll help mental health and keep confidence up there. So what makes this different, unlike other free stuff that you have been through in the past? I'm not going to sit here all day and talk about, myself and all the rest of it, but it's simple ways to get steps to actually, for you to feel great and get in shape for 2024. And as I say on the next slide, it's just about, if it'll load up for me, yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about myself. I'm just going to go straight into to what we do, and hopefully you get a good bit of value um, from the slides. So yeah, so again, it's Paul McLaughlin. I'd like to put this, I'm a father, so in the ideal world, we have all these plans that we have made with your schedule, but we have to be realistic. We have kids. We all have to make time. So I'm a father. I know all about that. I'm an MMA coach, MMA promoter, and also electrical technician. So I have a lot of stuff there to go on, and probably like a lot of people in their your life, you have a lot of things there as well that um, there's a lot takes up a lot of time. But again, if we want to change ourselves, or you want to change yourself, you have to, commit to probably being, accountable, especially if you're looking to lose that weight and get your fitness back and all the rest of it. So yeah, so for over 15 years, I've helped martial artists for all ages, sizes, backgrounds, helping them to get to feel themselves again, bringing back their confidence back through martial arts, so they become fit, strong, healthy, role models without going on soul destroying diets. So again, I see a lot of people going out and eat, Atkins diet and all the rest of it. And I'm not saying that they don't work, okay, but they're really restrictive, and I think there's easier ways to do it. And it's just, without killing themselves and without being really miserable. And it's just so this will help, and this will hopefully give you a lot of good ideas. So yeah, as well as sort of running in the martial arts gym, and helping people through their weight loss and stuff. We've also provided a platform for MMA fighters through Clan Wars, which has taken us all around the world. It's been a fantastic journey. Like we fought in Las Vegas multiple times, we fought in Dubai multiple times, um, Russia, France, Italy, Spain, obviously all over Ireland, all over the UK. So in that time as well, we've developed over 48 champions right back here made in Belfast. And yeah, it's been fantastic. We've met a lot of good people, met a lot of good contacts, picked up a lot of good information from them as well. And that's it too, about social networking and meeting people and um, always learning. Everybody's always learning. If there's better ways and more, more efficient ways to do things, it's fantastic. But as well as say helping people with their getting their lives back on track, we also promote MMA fighters and bring them up through. Um, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the steps that will help you um, get these goals. So first thing, set realistic goals. So how we're going to use that, we're going to use the SMART goal system. Okay. And that's just like a chart that's going to give you a few steps to talk about, how to do this. So the first one is being specific. Okay. Your goal should be well defined. For example, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, so you know what your goal is. You write that goal down and you highlight it, and that's your goal. And if you've committed to your goal and you realistically really want to do this, stick to it. Okay, measurable. You need a way to track your progress. So that could be as easy as weighing yourself at the end of the week and seeing how much weight you lost. Now, don't become too sort of uh, don't every time you walk past a scale, don't just go and jump on it and check your weight. Set yourself for what a weigh in once a week and mark down your progress. It's the best way. A lot of people can just get caught up in jumping on the scale every time that they walk past it. And your weight can slightly fluctuate with water and stuff, during the day. So it's better to do it once a week, and sort of get an average of how that's going. So make sure it's attainable. Okay, so your goal should be challenging but realistic. Example, set your goal to lose 1 pound a week. So that's a realistic goal. That's a realistic, weight loss that you could be doing. Like, you don't want to be turning around and saying, I want to do 5 pounds in a week. It's just not realistic. Like, we have fighters who make weight who could lose 5 kilos overnight, but that 5 kilos is not fat loss. That 5 kilos is mostly water weight. So don't be going on, these things that you see people doing, all these big mad, weight cuts and all these things. They're not, they're not sustainable. They're not. It's not fat they're losing. You can probably push maybe 2 pounds a week with a more aggressive diet style, a more aggressive calorie deficit, but a nice round even figures, a pound a week is absolutely fine. Make sure it's relevant. Okay, ensure your weight loss goals align with your broader life objectives. Example, do you have kids? Sorry. Example, do it for your kids to grow up healthy, and that's what your objective is. If you've got kids and they're playing football and they're playing in the swings and they're running up hills and all the rest of it, you don't want to be that parent who's going to be blowing out their ass. Do you know what I mean? You want to be able to spend time with your kids, play with your kids, be fit with your kids, and give them that time. They're not going to be kids all the time, so it's spend as much time as you can, have as much fun with them as you can, and be able to do that. And that's a big, a big thing, and it's something that we also be thinking about. And it's not even just for kids; it's for yourself. You don't want to be walking upstairs and getting the top and huffing and puffing because you're out of breath walking upstairs. So it's definitely something that we all should be looking at and taking into consideration. So just before I change that slide there, look at your time. Let's just go back there. Let's see. I sort of jumped on too fast there. So time bound, set a deadline for achieving your goals. So for example, I want to lose 20 pounds. A realistic time bound for that would be 6 months. Okay, so if we're losing, we're not just going to go and say we want to do this in 8 weeks. We want to give ourselves a proper time period that we're not killing ourselves, and we're bringing it down gradually. So other things to take into account would be like physical limitations, take into account any pre-existing medical conditions or injuries. Okay, so I mean, if you need to be careful of how, if you've heart conditions, maybe some medical prescriptions you're on, does it allow your heart rate to get really raised? Have you got a bad hip? What exercises can you do? What exercises can't you do? Is your shoulder bad? And work out, work out around yourselves, but make sure you're aware of that. Don't just go in guns blazing into things that you maybe do more harm than good. Time constraints. So, for example, if you're a busy parent, your time may be limited. So again, that's something that I want to touch on is if we're doing this, we have to set time aside. Okay, whether that means getting up half an hour earlier in the morning, or if it means doing something half an hour for 30 minutes later in the evening after the kids go to bed, so be it. We have made this choice. You have been procrastinating. You want to lose the weight. You need to lose the weight. You need to take the bull by the horns and actually do that. So if you are going to do it, do it. Don't just say, do it. And find that time for that. Lifestyle factors, just consider your daily responsibilities and commitments. So it's just about planning before you start planning, and work out how to do it. So that's what the next part is. It's about create a weekly schedule. So what that means is plan your week on a Sunday. So plan everything that you need to do and want to do on that Sunday and stick to that. So you can plan your meals, plan your exercises, plan time for yourself. You're when you're doing this, and like, don't get me wrong. See when you're out and you're doing your extra steps, so you're doing your exercises, and you can fit that is time to yourself. That is your time. But maybe it's downtime you're looking for, maybe reading a book or watching something on Netflix. Now, again, we don't want to spend all our time sitting on the sofa watching TV and all. An hour, half an hour a night later, when you're finished having to wind down, there's no issue in that. But don't be one of these people that come in from work, get everything dinner sorted, kids sorted, and then just sit down and binge watch TV. That's hours and hours wasted that you could be doing something practical and something that's going to be beneficial to you. Plan fun activities and then plan your social events as well. So again, that's what we're talking about. See the likes of social events. We don't need to be so strict that we can't do these things. We want to have a program in place that we can still have social events, still do all these things without, completely putting our heads away. So nutrition, obviously, this is probably the biggest issue and the biggest thing that we need to look at for weight loss. Okay, and there's no simple way about it. Tracking calories is how you're going to do it. Okay. Currently, if you're a man and you're walking around at 12 stone and your weight doesn't really fluctuate between 12 stone, that is the amount of calories you're eating in a day to keep you at that weight. Okay. And what we have to do, or what you have to do when you're looking to lose weight, is to calculate the amount of calories you are eating a day to walk around at 12 stone. So say again you've been at 12 stone for a while. What we want you to do is to write down and track your calories of what you're eating for, say, the next 3 or 4 days. That'll give you a rough idea of the calories that you need. It's probably in around 2,000 calories or something like that. Don't quote me on that. Everybody's different, but it is something around that. So write that down. Write down everything you're eating. Calculate what the calories are, and how you calculate that is you can get apps. MyFitnessPal is probably one of the most common ones, but there's plenty of apps out there that you can write down and track your calories. Now, don't get me wrong, it is an absolute pain in the arse to put in. I get 2 slices of toast. I had 5 grams of butter. I had one banana with it. I had a yogurt. But that's how you're going to track your calories. That's how you're going to know as close as possible to what you are eating in a day. Okay. Once you know that, then we can start looking at, are we looking to lose fat? Are we looking to lose weight? Or are we looking to put muscle on or size on? And at that point, then once we have your base calorie rate, we add 500 calories a day to gain weight, or we take 500 calories off to start losing weight. And that can be tracked on your app. Okay. Meal time. Okay. Or your meals. Build each meal with protein. The last thing you want to do is lose weight and then lose loads of muscle. We don't want to do it. We want to try to maintain muscle is good. Muscle is functional, helps you with strength. You want to hold on to muscle. It makes you look better. It's just one of the things you need to work with. So build each meal with protein. Okay. And again, try to go for whole. Later down the line, the slide there says more whole foods. It definitely is that. Try to get it with chicken breasts. And again, if you're a vegetarian or whatever, you'll know what protein sources that you can eat, nuts or whatever it is. But generally, if you eat meat, then keep it to meat. Your beef, your turkey, your chicken, and eggs. You see now a big spike in the people on the Instagrams now are called coming through with their steaks and their eggs in the morning. And you probably seen that years ago in the probably 70s and 80s, but they weren't too far wrong. So the amount of nutrients you can get in your steaks and your eggs is absolutely fantastic. And the protein sources coming through. There's a lot of scaremongering out there about eating beef and eating eggs and all the rest of it, but it's really down to you what you want to take into what you're fed by the media, to what actually are good whole sources of food. Try to like supplementation is okay. Like if you're taking a protein shake after training or whatever it is for convenience, it's absolutely fine. But try not to have all your meals made up of protein shakes. Get whole foods, get that into your body, get your body doing what your body's supposed to be doing, and getting those, breaking that down and getting the nutrients out of that. A no-brainer, drink 2 liters of water. We all know how important it is to stay hydrated. It can be plus 2 liters of water as well. Just put that down there as a general, starting point, but you can take more than that. And again, you don't want to be dehydrated. An easy way to test that, you probably know anyway, is the color of your when you're passing water. If your urine is clear or light yellow, absolutely fine. But if it's dark yellow, hopefully not orange or going that way, then you're definitely dehydrated and you need to, get yourself hydrated again. And we've already went over there, eat more whole foods. Um, Meal preps. So again, it's easier to sit down for a couple of hours on a Sunday and meal prep, have meals ready or as many meals ready as possible during the week. What you don't want to be caught with is, oh crap, I haven't got proper lunch with me. Oh, there's a chip. I'll just not nip in here and get a curry chip or whatever it is. If you have your meal prep done, um, that's that's half of the battle. And again, you're making it from whole food sources, healthy. You can get all the information on the internet. You can get all the things on there of what's good for you, what the superfoods are, and what you should be eating. Okay. And the next part then is never restrict yourself. And what that means, it doesn't mean just go out and go mad. It means that, if you want to have a beer at the weekend, you can have a beer at the weekend. If you want to have a Chinese or whatever it is with the family, do that. You've got your scheduling. You know what you do. When what you can actually do is bank calories, and what banking calories means is, say for instance, you were on 2,000 calories a day as a man just walking and not doing anything, okay, and you decided you wanted to lose weight, you could knock that down to say 1,700 calories a day, okay, so to lose weight. But say you knew at the weekend that you were going to go to a party and you want to have a few beers, or you're having them going out for a meal with the family, try to estimate what you think that calories is of what those beers are going to be, and you can look it up in your uh, fitness tracker of your calories, and you can see. And basically, what you do is you take the calories off during the week. So, say you were supposed to be 700 calories for 3 or 4 days. If you bring it down to 1,600 calories, you'll bank 300 or 400 calories that you could be using, at the weekend for your food. And this was called banking calories. And just be very careful though, because doesn't take very much. If you have a few pints of beer to get those calories right up through, it's crazy the empty calories you can take in by beer and Guinness, and Guinness is my own vice. And yeah, just as long as you're aware and you're not going crazy with it, you're still not restricting yourself, but you still don't want to be out there and going absolutely mad with it either at the same time. So hopefully that makes sense on banking calories and what you need to do. Now again, you'll be able to get plenty of information on how to work out what your base calorie is. You also want to take into consideration things like how active are you? Are you a laborer? Are you out there doing manual work? Or a nurse, for instance, where you're doing loads and loads of steps. So your metabolic rate is probably a lot higher than somebody sitting in the office typing on a computer. So you can work out, from that. And again, there's plenty of information on that. It goes a wee bit deeper into things. But there's definitely good information on the internet on that. But what I'm giving you here is the meat and potatoes of what you need to do. So obviously exercise is going to be the next point here. So we want to increase our daily step count. Okay, so again, that could be making time, get if the shop's a mile down the road or half a mile down the road, maybe considering just you walk down the shop instead of jumping into the car. If you're in an airport or a hotel or work and there's an escalator or there's steps, take the steps. Simple things. Make time. Get the family involved. If you have a dog, get the dog out. Get them all walking. Get those steps in. Just get yourself active again. Try to aim for 30 minutes a day. Now I know 30 minutes a day. People are going, oh, I haven't time for that. Listen, guys, 30 minutes is not a long time. And we talked earlier about sitting binge watching crap on TV. 30 minutes a day could be first thing in the morning, could be last thing at night, could be during your lunch. Whatever it is, make time for it. Get it done. And again, that 30 minutes doesn't need just to be steps or running or whatever. It could be absolutely anything. Okay. And to say, do something that you enjoy. You'll make your exercise something that you enjoy. There's no point. Like the reason we have a lot of success with the martial arts gym is people enjoy hitting pads, people enjoy boxing, people enjoy grappling, people enjoy BJJ and everything we do. And when they enjoy it, they don't actually feel like they're working out, as in they don't notice that they're working out, even though their calories is going through the roof, their fat burning, their bodies are turning into fat burning furnaces. they don't actually feel like it's a chore to come down and do it. They enjoy it. They enjoy the crack. They enjoy everything. And the fat loss and the calorie burning is a byproduct and an absolute bonus to everything else that they're developing in the gym. Um, so yeah, it's and if you turn around and say to them, oh, you have to go for a run, and they hate it running, it's a chore. People are flip sick. I don't want to go running. I don't want to do that. But if you actually do something you enjoy, then it's a lot more enjoyable, and it makes the process a lot more easier. To also have weight training or body weight exercises. So it just all depends on, again, your age, your ability, all the rest of it. Because obviously, if you're an 18 or 20-year-old man or woman and you've no injuries and you've no medical conditions, you can blast away in the weights and everything and make yourself an absolute machine, no problem. But say you're 60, 70, your hip's gone, you're on some kind of medication, you know, pardon me, even the body weight exercise is really good. Even get yourself moving, like body weight squats, burpees, um, press ups. All these things are really good. They're working the full body, they're getting your body moving, and getting it reignited again. So make it work to what you can do, and definitely you'll reap the benefits of it. And I suppose the last thing then is be consistent. And no matter what you do in life, if you are not consistent, it's going to be a waste of time. But if you're looking to lose weight and you're serious about losing weight and you're serious about getting fit, you have to be consistent with it. You have to turn around that schedule you put at the start of the week, stick to it. You know, Sometimes people, we're coming home from work, we're tired, and we're going, I can't be arsed. Maybe it's raining. Oh, the dog's sick. Blah blah blah. Whatever the excuses are, and that's exactly what they are, is excuses. Okay, there's no reason why you can't make that time, get out there, get it done. And there's nobody ever has done a workout that says, you know what, I regret doing that workout. It's one of these things where if you're going to make that decision in your head, be strong and do it. And that's what the next step is about, is be accountable. Okay, because once you become accountable and realize everything is on you, well, you unlock your full potential in your weight loss, in your fitness, or any other goal that you've set your sights on. So being accountable, you cannot blame anybody else for the results that you did not do. Okay, for instance, in this masterclass, I'm giving you loads of valuable information on what you can do. But if you don't implement it, then that's not on me. If you don't implement it, that's not on anybody other than yourself. If you have not been sticking to your diet, if you've been going over your calories when you're trying to lose weight, that's on you. All these people that I'm going to show you very shortly have locked down and dug deep, been consistent, and took the bull by the horns and dedicated themselves to what they need to do, and they actually have done it. So I mean, we can have a look at that now. Um, let's see. So results. So the next part to say is let's take a look at the results of some of the IFS members who made themselves accountable and smashed their goals and fitness goals. Okay. So again, this is not all of them. Again, we've probably helped well into over 500 people. And I was working out earlier, and I'm probably sure it's probably been over the thousands of people now, to be fair, in the time we've been training and had the club. So yeah, so the first one up here is Nikki Morrow. And so again, coming down to an MMA club, it's daunting. It's scary. It doesn't, even for men coming down to MMA club, because they're preconditioned to see all these things on films and programs and all about all these places where you walk in, there's all these big growlers and grizzlers all wanting egos and all the rest of it. And that might be the case in some gyms around the world or whatever, but definitely not at our gym. Our gym is about promoting people, bringing people in, supporting them, making them feel confident, bring them into a friendly environment where they can thrive, where they can learn martial arts, not have to worry about clipping egos and all the rest of it. Um, and they can train hard themselves, and whether they want to train for weight loss and fitness recreation purposes, to be able to the best version of themselves for their families and themselves, or whether they want to go and get an indoor program with competing in MMA and things, it's open to everyone. And say we've had fantastic success over the years. Again, the amount of fights, fighters we've been put through, and guys who've gone on to the big shows and Bellator and um, places like that, through Clan Wars, it's been, absolutely fantastic. Um, and yeah, so for Nikki to step into the gym, and again, she's coming in, a parent herself. You can see in the left-hand side there, probably one of her starting sessions there, she was down doing boxing. Yeah, and then a transformation working the way through there. So she came in at about 90 kilos, and she's sitting at 60 kilos at the minute. So she's done really, really well. You can see the picture on the far right of her recently, where she had actually, yeah, made weight at 60 kilos and had a boxing fight, which she's done really well in. So she these opportunities and the confidence these people are getting is absolutely amazing. The way their journey altogether. I mean, I keep saying the confidence, but people always forget about the confidence, and it's fantastic for me as a coach to see them coming in shy and not confident, and maybe their fitness isn't where it should be, and just to see them actually smash those goals, it's amazing. And yeah, Mark is another one who's coming up next. Again, you can see Mark here on the left hand side was 118 kilos. Again, just had enough. He just says, "Look, you know what? I need to do something. I've procrastinated enough. I know, he's walking up the stairs. He's getting out of breath, and yep, enough's enough. Let's get it done." So he walked into IFS doors, and the rest has been history. And now he's down to 80 kilos, and that again, that's just through good diet and getting himself active, and getting out there and getting it done. He's not sitting there watching TV all night. He's down there. And again, when you come down to our gym, when I say all night, it's like an hour session. You know what I mean? You're coming in, um, say a class at 6 o'clock. You're in getting the session done. Class is over at 7. Back home in the shower 7:30, and you still have the rest of the night to do if you want to catch up with stuff. You work on the laptop or see the kids before they go to bed or wherever it is. It's not like it's a whole like it's ages and loads of effort. Like 2 or 3 times a week is absolutely plenty. And walk in the door and we'll do everything for you. Just listen to what we are saying. I mean, we've been going, we have the proofs in the pudding, and we've been going for a long, long time, so we know what we're talking about. And here's Lorraine as well, another absolute smashing success story. So again, where Lorraine came in at the start, very shy again, and then all of a sudden started training, started losing weight, started to get involved in all the martial arts side of training, and again had boxing matches and MMA fights, and she's done fantastic. She went from 88 kilos down to 66 kilos, and you see there the difference is amazing. Okay, next one up was Ben Houston. So Ben, exactly the same thing. So Ben came in, a young lad, overweight, no confidence whatsoever. Probably not happy in how he looked. You can see from the picture there, overweight, a few stretch marks and stuff in his stomach and all. And I'm sure, as a young lad, you don't want that. You want confidence. You're probably seeing all these other people and you're going, you know what, I really need to do something. And he did. And Ben didn't drive when he joined our gym. He didn't have a girlfriend. He was very shy, quiet lad. And as I say, he didn't drive, so he had to walk, I think, 3 or 4 miles to the gym each way, and he did it. He decided I need to do this. I don't have a car, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to get down there. I know if I get down here and I put in the work, I'll get the results, and he did. So now Ben has girlfriend. He got his driving. Like once he started to see the changes in himself, there's nothing stopping Ben. He went and he said he got his confidence. He got a promotion in his work. He got his driving test. Everything fell into place for him. And the way look, the difference there is amazing. Look at him on the right hand side there, from 90 kilos to 66 kilos, and I'm proud of Ben. Like again, the effort he's put in and the results he's got and how he's actually developed as a young man. I'm so glad to see. He's out there smashing his goals, and that's what I want for everyone in the gym. Because people seem to forget that when you're training the martial arts, it's not just about the martial arts. It's about the people around you helping you. It's about how much you're going to progress outside the gym as well in your life. All these people and smashing goals and getting over fears. It's just absolutely fantastic, and I love to see it. So we have Tim here who's up next. So Tim is in his 40s, so he'd be one of our older members. Now, when I say older, it's 40 is not old, obviously, but whenever we have sort of members in around 18, 19, 20 as well. Now, we've members of all ages in the gym, but you can see here Tim on the left hand side. Again, Absolutely not a bad shape whatsoever. Absolutely, a lot of people, it's fantastic shape on the left hand side. But when you train, you can always improve on, even if you are in good shape, you get even better shape. So here's Tim on the left hand side, and then here's Tim on the right hand side. So Tim, say started a wee bit later. He started 100 kilos, and he was looking to compete, so we got him training. He's actually having his first fight now this weekend, and that's the shape he's getting into for that. So he's dropped 10 kilos, um, and looks fantastic. He's the leanest, and this is a 40-year-old man, or maybe he's 41, 42, 43, whatever he is, and that's absolutely fantastic. And if we all aim to sort of keep ourselves fit, keep ourselves active, keep ourselves moving, there's no reason why we can't, keep ourselves leading, moving forward. I mean, you're only sort of beat when you stop training. You see, like we actually have people in the gym who are in their 50s and late 50s, and they are in fantastic shape. I'm not going to mention who they are, but because they embarrass them. But yeah, they're fantastic. They're into their cycling and into the weight training and all the rest of it. And if we realize that we keep our bodies moving, keep our bodies active, there's no reason why we can't sort of keep that youthfulness, moving forward into our 70s and things. The last thing we want to do is be unactive at 40, 50, 60 and just sitting there and think that the rest of our life is over, and having all these ailments and all the rest of it. But if we look after ourselves, we keep ourselves fit, we watch what we eat, there's no reason why we can't look a lot younger for longer. Um, so listen, that's the end of the masterclass, and hopefully you'll be able to take things out of that. I know it's a free masterclass, and this is my first time doing it, so hopefully you can see how we do it at the gym. The main thing again is make sure it's sustainable. Make sure that you're not just sort of going all balls out and then just not making it, something that you can do over a long term. But definitely there is wee things, there is going to be commitments, there is going to be sacrifices that need to be made. No matter what you do that's useful or beneficial, you have to make sacrifices to do that. And the big thing, guys, is the first thing is get your calories counted. Okay, work out what your calories are. Loads of ways of doing that. I've run over sort of basic ways to do it, but there's loads of ways to do it. Loads of information on the internet. Work out where your calories are at the minute, and simply take away 500 calories if you're looking to lose weight. Add 500 calories if you're looking to gain weight, and choose your food sources from whole foods. Okay, not bags of crisps. It's no brainer. Cut out the crisps, cut out the biscuits. Even doing that alone in your normal diet will probably take 200 or 300 calories off. And you probably will lose weight straight away by doing that. But when your weight starts to slow down a bit, you want to make sure that you are getting good, nutritious food as your calorie supply. Um, get yourself active again. Get yourself. You don't need to come down to a boxing gym or an MMA gym like us. Just get yourself out, get yourself walking again. Do something you enjoy. If you enjoy cycling, swimming, walking, running, whatever it is, get out there, get it done. And yeah, there's no reason why you can't have these results. Now, if there is anybody out there who wants to get involved with us at IFS, you're more than welcome. Drop me a PM. We are open to everyone. All shapes, sizes, ages, religions, all the rest of it. We have no, pardon my French, no bullshit policy. We don't let egos in. We don't let any troublemakers in. We're very careful who we let in, because we want to protect the environment, because we have a lot of good people in there, and it's a place where people can feel safe in. You can come down, train hard, uh, reap the benefits, have fun, go home buzzing after every night. Your sessions, raise your confidence, and then smash your goals outside the gym as well. And that's one of the biggest things I love seeing. So yeah, hopefully this was a help to everyone. And to say, anybody want to get involved, find out any more information, just drop me a DM. And yeah, good luck. See you all soon. Cheers. Bye bye.